Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we will be making a randomly generating maze. The thing about this is the scripts are like super simple. We're not going to need the plane since we're going to make our own little rooms and stuff. So here we're gonna make our only script. I'm gonna call it spawn. And here, okay. So now that we got it opened up, I'm gonna clear it out. And then here we're not gonna need the start function. We're gonna do public game object, and actually not game object. So we're gonna do spawns. We're gonna call it spawns, or at least I'm gonna call it. And then here this is how many rooms are gonna spawn in this. And then I'm gonna do a static float, and this is the distance. So how it's gonna work is if we're close to a spawn, it'll spawn a room, if the player's close to it. So this is the distance we need to be, so then we can get close to it to spawn it. So since we need the player position to figure out where to spawn it, or when to spawn it, here we're gonna do a public static player script, and we're gonna call it P. And then we're gonna put it in the awake part of it. In awake, we're gonna do P set equal to this. So we're gonna set it equal to whatever player script is running right now. So now once we gotta get P dot transform dot position, or actually we need player script dot. We're gonna that P dot transform dot position. We're gonna do vector3 distance, and then distance between the player position and then the position of the spawn, which is this position. And if this is less than the distance, then it'll spawn. So instantiate one of the spawns, because it won't spawn all of it. So we're gonna spawn a random dot range between 0 and spawns dot length. Now we're gonna put in the index a random range between 0 and the length of the spawn. So it's choosing any random one between the spawns. And then we're going to put it at our position and also our rotation, this rotation. So I just realized this is pretty complicated. So what we're going to need is a public static list of let's vector 3s, and we're going to call it rooms equals to new vector 3 rooms. This is going to keep the rooms, so if a room is trying to spawn inside another room, it will check to see if there is already a room there, and it'll spawn not a room. So when we do this, we will go down here. Oh, also, when we find the position, we will destroy game object. Now also before this happens, we will also check if rooms, so if inside this if, we're going to do if rooms dot contains our position, then we will not place it there, and we'll just, or actually let's do when not contain, then we will spawn it. So we have to do if. We also have to do in this if, we gotta do rooms dot add, and then we're gonna add our position. So then you actually like populate this. And what we also need is on start. We're gonna need to clear it because statics don't reset after you quit the game, so we need to clear all the rooms. So now, once we got out here, I think we're done. I'm kind of going, kind of doing this as I go, but like I've done this before, so. Okay, so now that we've done that, all we have to do is just make rooms. So let's just make some rooms in here. They're going to be very simple. We can just for this video. So let's just add a plane. We'll have the first room will be a entrance, and it'll have no back. So we'll just have that there. We're gonna attach the plane to it, and then we're gonna do like -1, and then let's like put the size to like 0.2, or not 0.2 maybe. Okay, so I've made the room. Now that we finished, we also need to add a spawner. So here we're gonna have, I'll put like one of the icons to see where it's gonna spawn. So since we're gonna put it, since this is the distance, the size of the room is how far you have to put it. So this has to be at 5 in the front, since this is where you're going to spawn the next room. And let's put a spawn room there. Since we don't have any other rooms, we'll just make a new room out of this one. So I'm going to duplicate it, and let's do a forward room. And then in the forward room, we're going to remove the back one. It's right, yeah, it's kind of inside it. So we have that. Okay, so let's put it in our inspector, project asset stuff, and then now we have that. So let's make another room out of this to the right. So let's move this wall over here. So we're gonna drag that up, and then this here. Maybe, yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's our right room, so let's call it right. Okay, and the other thing is that we need to put our spawn on the right, so then it spawns the room on this side. So we're going to 0 this, and then we're going to put it 5. And here, since the direction, the blue arrow is facing this way, it'll spawn the room going this way, and we don't want that, so we're going to turn it 90 degrees that way, so we're going to do that. So now any room that spawns is going to face this way, which is where we want it to face. So now, since we have finished all that, let's go in the entrance and let's put these rooms right here. So forward, left, and right. Now the problem is when we spawn it, there will be no other rooms. And that's because this spawn doesn't have any rooms here. So let's put some rooms in it. Forward, left, and right. Uh-oh, wait, what? Why is it doing that? Okay, wow, I already found it glitched. That's not good. That's very not good. Okay, so I'm stupid. You're not supposed to clear the rooms because this is in everything. So let's actually, let's put this in the player script because there's only one of it. So rooms.clear, and then here we're gonna do spawn.rooms.clear because since this is static, we can do it from the uh, any class of this class. So let's try this again and see if it does what it does. Now, since I did this, it'll actually just stop in the middle of it, and it'll like leave like. Yeah. So here it'll stop, and then there's a wall here. I mean, that's only because I use planes, and the planes are one-sided, so they will just end. I mean, sure, this is, if you guys want to not do that, which I'm guessing you don't, you can make a sort of room that's called a dead end, and then you can spawn the dead end. So in here, we can have a public game object dead end, and this dead end is going to be spawned if the rooms actually does contain this position. Also, by the way, you don't actually need to do that. So that, I mean, that was because I thought it had something to do with the rooms checking, I guess. I don't know, like because the positions sometimes using floats, it's kind of annoying to do equals because vector 3s are floats. Like they have like 3 floats. It's kind of weird to have if float equals float, then don't do that because floats are very they change very easily, and like a very minor difference is going to be seen as like no. So we're going to need I divide it by room size, so then we have the rooms more less like float-y. That's not using that word in the right way, but it'll work. So yeah, once we do that, I think it will work. Right game? Are you gonna work now? No? Whatever. No, never mind. It doesn't work. Okay, so I kind of figured it out. So I looked at the position, and this, yeah, this position is like stupid. It's like why? Why is it that? Why is it that? Right, but so instead, we're gonna make this rooms vector 3 int. So, you know what, I actually haven't tried this yet, so I don't actually know I'm recording, but you know what, let's just try it, and then let's see if it works, and then it'll be good. I'm gonna keep this, cut it out. This is to like test out stuff to see if it worked. I'm gonna make a vector 3 int. This is index position, I'm gonna call it, and then new vector 3 int with this position, room size. So I'm going to do transform the position dot x room size, and then we're going to copy it over. times z, and then y. Also, we have to like make them brackets. So actually, not. I'm gonna redo that. So make this an integer. The integer version of that. That, and do that. Now index position is going in here, and then I will add index position there. So if that's a thing, then maybe it might work. Why is it stupid? Why are you stupid? Anyway, whatever. Let's go. Let's do this. It stops. They're not gonna go. Why is it not going? Is it like? Oh, because it's doing the problem that I thought of. Okay. So here, I should have kept that. You know, I'll just add. So if we have a right room, and then we put it forward, there we go, and then we're gonna put that to the right. I'm gonna rotate it because that's like how it spawns. Let's pretend that it spawned like this. So if this spawns, this right room here spawns, spawn it in there. You know. We're gonna put this here. So this right room right here will spawn another. Since when we spawn this, the spawner, it'll delete itself from. Yeah, it'll delete itself. So now once it deletes itself, it'll spawn itself over here. And when it spawns itself without a spawner because it already deleted itself. So it doesn't have a spawner to spawn another room, which is bad. So to fix this is also very annoying, which is we have to make duplicates of every single room that spawns itself. So if the forward room spawns itself, we have to make a duplicate of this forward room that also spawns this. So here, we'll duplicate this, and then instead of putting, itself, we're going to put this forward, and then now it's a prefab, so then it'll spawn no matter what. It'll spawn a completely new version, and here we'll spawn the duplicate. Now everything works fine. Okay, never mind, fine, whatever. Why do you not work? Why do you not want to work? What do you not want to do? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe, I guess let me try not having the room size part. I think it'll work without it. Just don't do the room size. Oh, wait, that's the problem. Never mind, keep the room size. I did not change these to be X, Y, and Z. So make them X, Y, and Z. It's not just X, X, X. Okay, so yep, now it ends there. And now actually let's put a dead end like I was talking about. So to make the dead end, we're gonna have a room. Let's just grab a room. I guess we'll just take this one. And then we're going to delete all the walls. I'll delete like everything except the back ones. So let me do that. And then we're going to use this plane. We're not going to have a spawner because dead ends don't spawn anything. And we're going to put it, so if it's facing this direction, that means let's pretend this time we want to spawn a dead end here. So let me put it at 5. So here, this is what's going to spawn, and then we're going to flip this the other way. And now, as you can see, there is a dead end, and this is what it's spawning. No, this is what it's spawning. It's in the same position, but whatever. All right, this is, we're going to call it dead end. We're going to put it here. And then delete dead end, and because we don't need it in the inspector. You could actually put it into the player, and then in the script, call the player, and then get the dead end. Since for all of the rooms, it's the same prefab. So I guess I'm gonna do that. Public game object dead end. I'll call it end. I think dead end is a bit repetitive, I guess. I don't know. End, and then in here we're gonna, instead of spawning, so if the room actually does contain where I'm trying to spawn it, then we will put a dead end. So in here, we're gonna put p.end. No, p. Where's p? Oh, that's what player script p.end, and that's where we're gonna spawn. Actually, I have to spawn it, not just say it. And that, and then transform that position, and then transform that rotation. There we go. And that's the dead end stuff done, and now we will set it here. Dead end right there. Now, when it ends, we will place a dead end. As you can see, now this is where it ends, and here we can see that there is a dead end. It's a dead end object. You can see the wall. The wall is moving. And now, since mazes, you want to make a maze, it's not really that cool to have a maze that you just follow. So you could make a room that makes two rooms. Let me find here. Instead of having a wall here, we're going to have a double directional room. This, we're going to duplicate it, and then put it on the other side, and then also flip the direction. So we have a left and right room, which will spawn both things. I guess this could be if you guys want to have this room be a room that spawns itself, then you will have to make a duplicate for it to spawn, so it doesn't do the bad thing. But yeah, I'm not. I'll just keep it this, so then it only spawns these rooms, and then so let's call it left right room. Left right room, and we'll put it up here. And then for every forward, every right, we're gonna add the left right. Okay, so now once you have all the left rights, it'll do double directions if it spawns. As you can see right there, we have two directions to go, except, I mean, this one cuts off like immediately, but still. There we go. We got two direct, and it cuts off Lee. Yeah, it'll do something eventually, and that's still cut off. All right, fine. Literally all of the double directional ones are getting cut off immediately. Okay. This one is gone. This one's gone. Yeah, this one's going in a different direction. Yeah, so as you can, the map just gets super complicated. I mean, not super complicated, but like complicated, just sort of. Oh no, it didn't stop yet. Okay, that's the end. Also, if you guys don't want the like when you like sit there, it'll show the like, end of time basically, or the void. Then you can make the distance bigger. So the distance right here, we can make it like 20. Now it's double, which means that you don't need to walk as close to the spawner to make it spawn. There we go. So we can, it's very laggy for me. I don't really know why. But yeah, this is the rooms. It spawns rooms. And if you can also make upstairs rooms. Actually, no, yeah, you can make upstairs rooms that just go upstairs. So when you want to make a upstairs room, I guess I'll take the entrance. We're gonna make a ramp instead of stairs, but yeah, so let's make a ramp middle. Okay, yeah, I think I accidentally. Alright, that's a little bit off, but you know what? It'll work for this video. You guys can like make it better and stuff. And then here you have to put this on top. 0. So put the spawner on top. Actually, no, you don't actually need it. This thing is like the side at the top. It's 0.5, so here you actually need it high, or like 3 about, or not 3. I think 3 works, right? So if I put this at 3, let's put this thing at 3, the entrance at 3, that will work. Alright, so you have to figure out like what the size of the room, and we need to put it perfectly on top of another room and check to see what the distance is, and then put this at that distance. But if we spawn it, it'll just have an empty, like an open top, which isn't what we want. So we're gonna spawn a top part of it, and we'll just duplicate 90 degrees, and then there we go. We got the top part. So we can walk up, and then there is still something there. And then this also, since I duplicated the forward room, it has all the spawns already. The other thing is that let's just name this upstairs. You can also make a downstairs one. Do the exact same thing here, except instead of spawning the stairs first, you spawn the top first. So you spawn this forward. Let me actually name it to top stairs, I guess. You spawn this way, and then you make it go down like that. So you spawn, like let's say there's a room there, it spawns, and then it spawns the stairs, and then that thing spawns more rooms. And that'll be how that one works. But I'm gonna just do the upstairs one. So the top stairs, that works. And then now we need to go to the upstairs one. The spawner. We only need one. We only need one spawn, and that's the top stairs thing. And you know, we'll just not have to. We'll just not care about that. You guys can. I might make another video, I guess, on this because I guess this video is a little bit long and kind of complicated, and yeah. So now let's just put it up here, down here, and then the upstairs as well. The top stairs. Yes. Okay. So we'll delete these. And then the upstairs, wait, let me just find the upstairs. I don't even know where it is. There it is. Oh yeah, okay, we need to set it to top stairs. Upstairs. And then here in the forward line, we're gonna have this, and we're gonna add upstairs. If you're going downstairs, then you have to spawn the top of it. So then it goes down. And here we're going to do upstairs. Okay, so I finished placing all those, and then let's start. So as you can see, it does that, but it is glitched now. Why is that glitched? Okay, why is that? Oh, because it spawned a dead end. Why is it spawning a dead end? This is what I mean when it's like glitched and weird, because it spawns a dead end when it's really doesn't make any sense to have it there. But that doesn't make much sense because there's nothing up there, so there can't be that. Let's go over there. Yep, that still does that. Wait, unless did I confuse it? No, why is it doing that? Alright, that's weird. Why is it doing that? I'm not supposed to do that. Oh, that's why. Because the room size is 5, so when you divide 3 by 5, it'll make it 0 since we're making it an integer. So I'm gonna remove that. I don't actually think room size we don't actually need room size. So let's see it. Now that we got that, see, as you can see, we got our upstairs. Oh, wait, can I not actually get upstairs? It's very hard. Where is it? Oh, that's because my, wait, because I think my character is like, let me do 50. It's at 45 degrees, so it's not being, oh, wait. Oh, that's why. Okay. The other problem is, the entrance, it doesn't include the entrance as a part of the list because it's already there. So I'm gonna do, we see rooms.clear. We can spawn dot rooms dot add, and then we're gonna add vector3 dot vector3 int dot 0, which means that we're going to add the 0, 0, 0, which means that if any room is trying to spawn at 0, 0, 0, it'll not spawn it, which is where the entrance is. So if you have your entrance in a different place, then you can set it to that. And we got rooms. It's very laggy for me though, but okay. It gets very dark because of, I mean, at first it's light because of the The planes are one-sided, so the light passes through the other side. So, and if there's rooms on top, it'll cover it up, which means it's very dark. But it still works anyway. So you could also I like this way to do it because it's like really customizable. Like you can make these rooms like however you want. You could have like furniture in them. You could just decorate them. You have lighting and stuff. You can do whatever you want with them, and it's very you can do a lot with all the rooms. You have like randomly spawning enemies inside the rooms, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. Basically, that makes the rooms. It's also pretty fun to. Uh-oh. Did I really? Did it? Why did it? No. That's like. I literally was about to end the video. And then it's being stupid again. Why is it being stupid? Let me just check. This. 5:15. This is to be continued because I'm too tired to figure it out. But this is part one. Let's make it a series. We're gonna make it a series. All right, this is part one. Bye.